If they touch Timey, I've said this before, if they touch my sweet baby Timey, I'm leaving. I'm not playing this game again. They better not touch my Timey. So this is the next trailer for The Living World. Episode 6 comes out on Tuesday next week, and I'm really looking forward to it. Well, not really looking forward to it considering what happened last time. I hope they fix some of their mistakes, and I hope that things that happened did not happen at all. But this is the trailer. It's the second one that's come out so far. They did have one that was a bit more gameplay focused, and they went through everything that was coming out, like the Sky Scale and the Exordium Sword. They haven't showed any of the new map though, which I'm curious about, and I'm wondering if they're going to show it in this trailer. But here we go. Are we ready? Let me know if it's not loud enough. I love the music.
In the book of Balthazar is written, war is life, and life is brief. Death comes. But death's not death that breathes life into others. And life's not life that never dares to risk.
She looks so sad.
The world is loss and grief, and faith, and hope. Then take heart and rejoin the war eternal. For it may be that death is not the end, but possibly the end of the beginning.
What do they mean by that? War Eternal. It comes out on Tuesday. And there we go. Okay. Do they want to play with my feelings anymore? Like, really? Do they want to play with my feelings anymore? So, major spoilers. I already warned you guys though. Aurene, at the end of the last episode, it was really building up to a point where we thought we'd won, and we were doing this epic final battle, and we were just going in for the final strike, and then suddenly we see this cutscene where this huge spike is just driven through Aurene's belly, and it was really brutal and and the moment where you walk around the doorway and you see her silhouetted there, just with it driven through her chest, it's just something else. And I've not really felt emotion like that in a game for a very long time. The great thing about Living World is how you continually have the same characters episode after episode, and this means that you really start caring about them, and when they do something to them, it has so much more of an impact because they're like friends that you've had for a long time. Like, The Living World's been coming out over like years now. So when that happened to Aurene, it just took me back. And especially because in the first part of like the Heart of Thorns story, Aurene is a baby dragon, and we're nurturing her and everything, and you're developing a bond with her, and then they just went and did that. They know how to break us. They know how to break us. So the fact that they have done that is pretty brutal, and I don't know what my hopes are for the next one. I don't know what my hopes are. My initial hope after playing the last episode was that they would figure out some method of time traveling and we would like go back into the time void and rescue Aurene. So that was my hope. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I don't know if that's like a prediction from me, but if time travel's on the table, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I just hope it's not the end for Aurene. I hope it's not the end for her. Obviously, it's a coma, and she has time to heal before they start back up. Yeah, it's a crystal coma, obviously, and she's just gonna wake up again. But like, oh, can we watch it again? I don't want to for the sake of my feels, but I feel like I need to. That music, oh my god. It's beautiful. But just like throughout this whole trailer, and I guess the last part of the last episode, it was all about despair and just this feeling of complete hopelessness.
In the book
and
of
despair.
Balthazar is written,
There's nothing we can do. There's no way we can get through this.
war is life. And life is brief.
Zafira just gives up. She's like, well, I was trying to sharpen my weapon, but screw this.
Death comes.
It's hopeless. It's hopeless. And it's like, the way that they've shown it in this trailer, they're showing how each individual character is dealing with grief. And, you know, in real life, people deal with grief in different ways. Some people try and carry on and do
But
as much
death's
as they
not
can
death that
and, like,
breathes
work
life
through it.
into others.
Some people just give up.
And life's
and
not
completely
life
give in
that
to
never
despair.
dares to
And
risk.
I think that's what's happened to Tiny. Is Ritlock bringing her food? I don't know. Is that like a hamper
The
full of
world
food?
is
She's
lost
not
in
eating.
grief
Tiny, no.
and faith
And that drop right there.
and hope.
I got chills watching that. Just. Hello, we have some feels for you. Thank you very much. Love from Marina.
Then take heart and rejoin the war eternal.
But then this last bit here.
For it may be that death is not the end, but possibly the end of the beginning.
The end of the beginning. What do they mean by this? What do they mean? That's what I want to know. Could it be that, like, Aurene had to die to set something else in motion? You know, to reveal a weapon that could defeat Kralkatorrik, or maybe she has upgraded to some higher form of being, and, you know, she's gonna come back, but in a different form, because dragon magic. I'm just saying this because I hope to myself that it's true. But it's really nice how they decided to go super cinematic with that particular trailer. I'm very used to trailers where they have a focus on like the new zone and the new weapons, and obviously they have the new legendary greatsword, Exordium's coming. So I was kind of expecting their focus to be on that, and you know, there'd be gameplay like mixed in between the cinematic stuff. But who knows? Who knows? Just, you know, total sadness and despair, and some of the most plucky characters that we know have now just given up. It was very Game of Thrones style, Ditty. It was like, they were like, okay, who does everybody love in this game? Aurene? Okay. Thanks, ArenaNet. It did break many of us. Could it be Aurene is only the first to die? What, are you saying they're gonna kill someone else off? If they touch Timey, I've said this before, if they touch my sweet baby Timey, I'm leaving. I'm not playing this game again. They better not touch my Timey. I love Timey so much. Season 1 of The Living Story started in January 2013. Oh my gosh. But that's the thing, like, we've known these characters for literal years. So when they do something, it hurts even more. It hurts even more. Timey is fine dying by herself. Yeah, that's true. Timey's disorder has gotten worse. She had a progressive disorder before, and at the end of the last episode, she said that it was getting worse, and she didn't know how much time she had left. So there's another feels trip that we're gonna have to deal with. Honestly, I think if they want to make like maximum emotional impact, they're gonna do something to Timey, and they're gonna make Timey like sacrifice herself to save the world. Excuse me, we're having an emotional moment here. I don't know if you heard that. Elven Constabulary, very loud on the Metal Chariots today. If they touch Taimi, we riot, we burn down ArenaNet, we march on ArenaNet with spears. I'm ready. Well, the beginning is the start of something, so maybe it's saying that what has been done cannot be undone. Well, yeah. It's true. Taimi can always jump into a mech body. You say that, but some people have actually made all these theories that Taimi is going to come back in like a mechanized body of some sort. But I think, honestly, if they did that, that would just kind of dumb down the effect that her death had. Her death was like so impactful on the entire community. So if they just say like, oh no, it's fine, Taimi put her consciousness inside a robot, or if they say, oh, it's fine, actually, Gorick invented time travel, and we're all going back and we're gonna save her. I don't know. I think it would just like lessen the impact that it had. As much as I would like to see a full turnaround, and I would like to see her, you know, come back to life again. I don't know if it's possible. But there you go. Does anybody have any predictions, story-wise, for the next episode? Any predictions? But I think we'll see a difference in the characters in how they deal with her death, because I think Rytlock is very much like, well, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm not gonna sit here and mope around. She wouldn't have wanted us to mope, and he's gonna be very much like, come on, let's fight. But obviously, as you can see from the trailer, a few of the other characters have lost hope, have lost all sense of hope as well. I predict I'm going to cry some more. A very good prediction, Zaza. A very good prediction. I like how Dumbledore became a guide on a different plane to Harry. I suspect something like that. Yeah, that's true, actually. I think we could see, like, the voice of Aurene, like, guiding us through the next battle. Because obviously, we still have a battle to fight. There is still a massive enemy that we have to work out how to defeat. At the end of the last episode, we thought we'd found a way, and then everything went horribly wrong. So it's a case of how we do that. Mecha Aurene, Transformers Aurene. They'll just put her body into a transformer. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I hope they don't push Zephyra too much. I don't care the least for her. Yeah, Zephyra has never, I don't know, like, I think she's cool, but I've never really, like, identified with her as a character very much. I think when it comes to my favourite characters, it's gonna have to be, well, I like Kaith. Even though she's made mistakes, I like Kaith. Taimi's my favourite, of course. And then I think Rytlock is, like, close second for me. Braum, I absolutely hated after he turned into a whiny emo bitch. But then he's kind of redeemed himself in, like, the previous episode, so I'm okay with Braum now. I think I would be a little bit sad if he died. Before, I was like, oh, if Braum dies in this battle, like, fine, I don't care. Knark is my main dude. He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He's not fazed by anything as Knark. But yeah, more lies in store. I can't wait to see what they do on Tuesday. Thank you for watching with me, guys. Thank you for watching with me, and do come along for emotional support on Tuesday. I'm probably going to need it.